We are the pillars of the elite. Each and everyone here is elite. That's why we are the pillars of elite. So yeah, we can start.
Okay, so hi. So first of all, we have problems that affect our community, and first of all is climate change. Now we chose specifically climate change because it is an ongoing challenge that has really been hard to solve, and some of our ideas have been like trees, for example. Trees produce rain. Trees bring rain, as we have learned in geography. Sindio? Now, since trees bring rain, they need to be more vast, in our country, like in places, arid places like Tanzania, not Tanzania, in places like Mandera, so on, right? So we came up with genetically modified trees, whereby you can alter the DNA of trees using uh, computer science and biology to alter their DNA to habit places where they couldn't have in their normal state. And secondly, we have pests in farms. Now, this is interesting because pests damage crops, the crops we eat, mainly wheat and so on, right? And since they damage the food we eat, which causes famine and so on, so we came up with a device a device can be made that traps insects, like a fan. You could be having a fan and like a box beneath that is kind of empty. Now, it's kind of strange, but using Bernoulli's principle as learned in physics, when the pressure inside the box will be low, hence the insects will be sucked inside and trapped. Yeah.
Ni morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, mi naitwa Baraka. So next, I'll just explain about poverty in agriculture, sindio? Now we know most of us like tunaishi Kajiado, sindio? Na Kajiado like most uko na ndani wengi ni wale wenye like let's say kuna ka drought, sindio? So si vile tumekaa tumefikiria tukaona that like the main reason wako like with poverty hivyo ni kwa sababu like hawajafanya kitu ka agriculture. So si tukadecide that kama wakikuwa wanafanya agriculture like farming, planting trees, nini wanaweza tumia hiyo agriculture kujisustain na kujipea dose, ndio? So like they plant like for example vegetables, wanauza, alafu tena wakiuza wanapata pesa, alafu tena wakipata pesa you see they'll get more, hadi pia wanaweza pata even that more knowledge ya kusustain their climate na kuendelea. Yeah, that's all.
Good afternoon. The other problem that we identified was pollution, majorly solid waste pollution. And in our community, we find it plastic almost everywhere, sindio? And according to chemistry, plastics come from polymerization, sindio? And polymers come due to intense heating and pressure, sindio? Now, we can come up with a way that this solution will solve two things at the same time. It will solve pollution and also unemployment. How? The moment tutaanza kupata people in the community collecting those litters to deliver to an industry set aside, see, obviously watakuwa paid. That's unemployment solved. And then that part of pollution, the polymers, they are plastic. You can melt them and come up with something useful out of them, like somehow buzz, and at the same time you can remodify them and recycle them since they are just plastic. Sindo? Yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So another problem that we found out that is, a problem to the community. We found out that areas like northeastern parts of the country suffer from a lot of hunger. And why is this? That's because you find that in the area they are not, they don't have like a lot of trees, so they don't get food. So what we decided as a group, or we found out, is that using methods like grafting, we would take quality what are they called, scions from, like, areas that produce a lot of food to the areas like in northeastern. You graft the trees there and you are able to produce a variety of fruits which are of high quality, so that solves the problem of hunger in the area. Thank you.
Another problem that we saw is emission of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. We can change this by fermentation. We can use fermentation method to trap the carbon dioxide and use the carbon dioxide to make concrete. So this concrete can be used to build, and the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will reduce. That's a good solution to the emission of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Thank you. So these are the careers that can be applied by the use of the science. We have computer science. We have industrial chemistry. We have the three sciences. That's chemistry, biology, and physics. We have agriculture too. So thank you.
You can either use this route, utafika hapo unaweza direct. So we are using different routes to solve the problem. So that's why it was the name vector. As I elected the group leader democratically, and thank you. So we'll be starting on the problems. The first problem that we have is in communities where somehow illiterate. Unaambiwa kunywa hii kunywa ile, si lazima ukunywe hivi. Then we have waste management. There is improper dumping of waste. Watu wanatupa waste everywhere. You can see even in rural area Kware. There is food shortage. There is improper land distribution. There is unemployment. Then there is So I think those are the water management. Yeah. So we chose these problems because they don't happen in only in our rural urban estates, but they also happen from our backgrounds. It's what we've been seeing to Kiwa Dogo. So those are our problems. We'll be going to why. Yeah, please. Did you help us discuss on why?
And good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'll be taking you about why we have these problems in our community. Number one reason why we have the problems in our community, like lack of self-awareness on the problems. Like someone do not know why if I do this, what is the implication of doing this to the environment, maybe to the environment or to the people in the community. And we also, in waste management, we talked about poor waste disposal. We don't have enough things in the area for disposing our waste materials. So you find people just throwing things aimlessly in the community. And the third one, we had secondary knowledge on management of properties and resources, that is on land, improper land distribution. Was it? Oh, that was it. The improper land distribution. People do not have this knowledge of how to, enough knowledge or education of how to distribute their land. And the fourth one is on lack of employment. We find the country is producing a lot of graduates compared to the available job opportunities. And the fifth one was little support to the talents in the country. People have talents that they can put to work, but there is little support from the government. And we have improper soil pH. So we should improve our soil pH.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. I want to take us through the solutions that we adopted for these problems that we have here. And for problem number one, which is bad medicine or bad doses being given to patients. So our first solution for that was to make sure that all the doctors seated in hospitals, in chemists, and all the other places that patients go to, they are certified. So we make sure through the government policies that those doctors are all certified to do what they are doing. And then for the next problem, which is waste management, we found that we can't emphasize on awareness. Some of these things we go and do outside, either in school or outside in the public. We do them because we lack awareness right from family. Solution number 3 for the third problem, which was a food shortage, we said that we can use this waste that we are getting to improve our soil, which is using organic fertilizer to get more food for people who are in need of it. Number 4 was to give in. Yeah, so we had talked about land, and we had said that some land is not given proportionally or to the capacity of people. So if you have a person who has more capacity, more knowledge about how to utilize the land, give more to those people, and who are with the less capacity, give them less land. Number 3, we had given a solution on counseling people before giving them the land, so that you are sure they are going to use it right. And then for our next solution was on creation of more job opportunities in the market for more graduates who are coming out of schools and they don't have jobs. And then for number 6, we had said that we embrace filtration techniques. That was on the problem we had found, which is salty water or unavailability of salt. So we had said that we can employ some technology to filter this water. Thank you.
Yeah. So from that, we can see how the solutions that we've given to our problems are now mathematically handled. So from waste collection planning, we can see that we have 240, let's say, like we want to collect 240 bins within 6 hours. And a new route has been added, which adds up 25% of the new 25% of bins added now. So the rate which will take the 240 bins in 6 hours will be 40%. Will be 40 bins per hour, which means if you add 240 times 1.25, you mean, okay, we will say we are collecting 300 bins. But now at like the time taken to collect them, it will be like 300 divided by 40 to get you to collect them within 7.5 hours. So that's how long you can take to collect the trash, and it's a way of planning how you're going to collect your waste.
Okay. So, on the courses which might be taken so that following problems are solved, we have medicine, pharmacist, statistics, chemistry, agriculture, law, surveyor, and natural resource. Thank you very much.
Tumia kompyuta hivi, alafu kidogo kidogo labda ijizime ama iseme error. That is for infrastructure. Number 3, cultural or change resistance. This is how people can teach others how technology is rising, lakini mtu mwingine anaweza sema mbona tufunzwe, and so in the end of the story anakata. So that's the cause of change resistance. So the only solutions to those causes ni forming strategic partnerships. Okay, endelea.
Yeah. So these are the solutions to limited access to technology. The first one is forming strategic partnerships. In the rural areas, you may not find, the government helping us in, like funding, the making it available to other like areas such as the rural areas. So maybe the non-governmental organizations, the NGOs, the local NGOs to help and by partnering with them, may be able to do so. The second one is creating mobile applications. This is critical since most of the people now in the rural areas have access to phones and maybe you know the internet. And, they can be able to download the applications on their mobile phones and be guided a step by step process in order um, to get the access to this technology. The third one was creating knowledge booths. Like shows and exhibitions. They're they're there to show like people, like the way like trade fairs are. You get that people can go to like a certain booth and maybe be like get information on a specific thing that they wanted to gain. So they go to those booths in order to like gather the information that they did not have, in order to uh, sufficiently make use of their resources, the mobile phones they're using. Or yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you. I'll take on from the courses part. So, if you want to curb limited access to technology and solve these problems through these solutions that we've given, the following courses will be applicable. We have computer science. That is a let's say it's a wide field of education, mostly about computers, knowledge about computers and stuff like that. Then we have engineering, and most especially we have software engineering, because software engineering can help us develop the apps that are needed to curb limited access to technology and give education to the people. Then we have information technology. Um, very similar, not so similar, but similar. We can say it's similar to computer science and engineering. Then we have mass communication. Mass communication, we have journalism and other areas. This can help us to advertise the education that we want to give to the people. Then we have designing. Let's say graphical designing. Graphical designing, maybe to put posters on the road, kuonesha watu. We have classes here and there. Yeah, something like that. So that's all we had. Yeah, thank you.
Follow us on LinkedIn at Luhunzu I Valentine, Spotify at AI Chemisphere by Luhunzu, YouTube channel at AI Chemisphere, Instagram at Luhunzu.